Hey everyone, I just want to give a quick thank you to everybody who supports Frontline Freedom. Just this past week alone, we've been contacted by first responders in Alabama and at the Capitol Police in Washington, D.C. So our network is expanding, and the word of what Frontline Freedom does is continuing to get out, and it's all possible because of our donors and the support of everyone who shares our videos, shares our podcast, shares our social media, and more importantly is clicking this video right now to see what we're doing and what we have coming up to offer with Frontline Freedom Adventure Therapy trips. So the purpose of this video is because I wanted to put out a little bit of information that not everyone knows about that we've silently begun offering at Frontline Freedom. We recognized early on that not everybody likes to go out with a bunch of strangers into the woods, so we kind of started kicking around the idea of having more of a curated type trip at Frontline Freedom. And the premise behind the curated trip is simple, and it relates back to an article we covered in a podcast a few months ago that your social support network is one of the most important factors that you have to protect yourself against anxiety, depression, PTSD, and other on-the-job related trauma symptoms that we encounter just from the type of work that we all do. So the idea behind the curated trip is you reach out to us, let us know when you want to go somewhere, and we will work with you, and you can invite your friends or your social support group. It can be, brothers, sisters, wives, husbands, co-workers, whoever it wants to be. We're not going to put a cap on that because the idea is that we help you, and in the process, keep your social support network intact while we go out into the woods. Now, the process couldn't be easier. And if you go to our website, www.frontlinefreedom.org, and look at the top of the page, you will see a Contact Us button. If you navigate to that page and put in your contact information, and in the message of the body, let us know that you're interested in a curated trip. From there, we will contact you and begin the planning process for your group. And we can accommodate up to 5 hikers on our trips. Now, it's important to know that it does take time for us to plan those out because we are a small operation. We're trying to keep it relatively small so that way we can give the best tailored experience to our applicants that come out with us. So if you're planning on going out this weekend, that's not enough time. It generally takes us between 4 and 8 weeks just to plan out a decent trip. And then you add into that the other trips we have planned on our website. We'll work around you, and it doesn't matter if it's a weekend, during the week, whatever the case may be, whatever works for you, we will plan that. We find that this approach is perfect for our mental health because we take your social network that's already intact and we put it out in the woods so that you can reconnect with nature and maybe build stronger bonds that will then continue in your healing or preventative maintenance process. Now, since this is something new that we're doing, we have silently taken out an entire shift. Firefighters in particular, that tends to be a very close-knit group because the entire shift usually has the same days off. They work the same 24 hours and they have the same 48 hours off at a lot of departments. And that almost kind of sets up perfectly to have a 2-day trip in the middle where the entire shift is able to get out for smaller departments. As our budget expands a little bit, we'll be able to accommodate more hikers, but for now we kind of limit it to 5 hikers with 2 guides to ensure safety out on the trail with everybody. We at Frontline Freedom feel that this is the perfect way to connect with our followers and to truly have a better impact compared to what we currently have. And the reason for that is life is busy. And currently, especially if you're in law enforcement, the number of retirements, the number of people leaving the profession, they are skyrocketing, which tends to lead to a shortage in the ability to take off on our preset weekends that we already have set for trips. So this is a perfect way. Say you have Tuesday, Wednesdays off, great. Get a hold of some friends, come out with us, we'll take care of everything else. In addition to all that, you get to learn a skill because not only do you work with us to say, okay, this is the dates we're thinking, this is where we'd like to go, but you're going to be integrated into the planning process. So looking at routes, looking at water resupply, looking at transportation, all the logistics that go into what it takes to plan a backpacking route. We're going to integrate you with that process. That way, once you've completed the trip with us, you now have another skill. That way, if you find that you like it and it's helpful for you, you don't need to wait on us to take you back out in the woods. You can simply go to your local outdoor retailer, buy some gear, and we can help you through that process if you like, and get yourself out into the woods confidently and safely. Don't hesitate. Reach out to us, especially for this first trip. We supply everything that you need outside of the clothes that you wear, your hiking boots, and the food that you need out on the trail. We supply the tent, we supply the backpack, we supply the sleeping bag, we supply the sleeping pad, cooking equipment, water purification, you name it, we've got it. It's all going to come with you free of charge. Obviously, we take it back at the end, but at least it gives you an idea of a great introduction into a new sport of backpacking, which we have found to significantly reduce stress levels just by simply being out in nature and disconnecting from all of the commotion that goes on out in the rest of society. We look forward to seeing you soon. Remember, go to our website, hit the contact us button, and just type into the comments that you're looking for a curated trip. And I promise you, we will get back to you within a matter of hours. At most, it's usually 48 hours, because if we're out on the trail and don't have cell coverage, we usually hit you as soon as we get back. Stay safe, and please continue taking care of one another. Thanks.